Hi guys, this is a rather late video on Spotify, a great application to listen to music. You can download a free version, you can buy a day pass, you can also get a premium version. Now I've bought the premium version because I love this application so much, so I thought I'd demonstrate it to you. So here is Spotify. This looks a little bit like iTunes. We have playlists on the left hand side, and on the right hand side is where you choose your track. You create these playlists and then you select the tracks and then you simply drag them in. Very, very simple. If I go to the top list, you can see I've got a bunch of tracks here that are the most listened to at the moment on Spotify. I can actually just double click any of these and it will play instantly. This is great. And also the application itself is very light, unlike iTunes. It starts very quickly and you can get playing music straight away. Very good stuff. Now, this brings me to the topic of, is this legal? Yes, it's legal because it's access instead of ownership. Now what does that mean? Well, with iTunes, if you buy a track, you can download it and you can put it onto a mobile device or an MP3 player or whatever. Now with Spotify, all you're doing is streaming that track from the web. So what you get is a selection of all the tracks available inside Spotify that you can play right away, but you can't put this onto, or these tracks onto any other device because you don't own the songs. You're actually just streaming them from the Spotify service on the web. Now, some of you guys will think this is a plus, some of you guys will think it's a minus. However, those of you who want to do this on, for example, an iPod Touch or an iPhone, they do have a Spotify version for that. If you have a Nokia, I believe they're coming out with an S60 version very soon. So, more about Spotify, it's very comprehensive. They seem to have grabbed all the top record labels. If I, for example, go to my hip hop playlist and click on Flow Rider, as you can see, the albums are clickable and the artists are clickable. Obviously, I can't play any of these tracks for copyright reasons. So if I click Flow Rider, you can see a little bit of information about him. I can go onto his biography or go onto his radio if I want. It tells me all the top hits that people have listened to on Spotify and pretty much all the albums that he's ever been involved with. And remember, I can actually just click on any of these and it will play straight away. So as you see, access versus ownership. You can get access to pretty much everything he's made, but you don't own the tracks, which is why you see a little buy icon here, even though I have the premium version. So the difference between the free version and the premium version, well, the premium version doesn't have ads, so you don't have the banner popping up at the bottom occasionally, which happens on the free version and also on the right hand side. And also at the end of tracks you may find yourself listening to an ad occasionally. But to get around this, I shouldn't really say this, but you can just simply change the track before it finishes, or as the ads play you can just close the application and open it and then it will go ahead as normal. Like I say, I shouldn't really say that, but I'm just doing that to throw that out there and see what you guys think. And the premium version also has a higher bit rate, so I think it's 128 kilobytes per second or kilobits per second for an MP3 in the free version, and it's 320, so higher quality music in the premium version. And also you can access this anywhere, although you can do this with the free version, but you can access this abroad anywhere for an infinite amount of time. But with the free version, obviously you can create your playlists and they're all stored online, so I can access any of my playlists that I've made anywhere that has a computer connected to the internet, and as it's all stored online, I don't have to worry about any data loss. It just install Spotify on the other computer and you can get straight onto this. So this is pretty much what Spotify is. It's a great application to access your music. Another feature about Premium is that you can make your tracks available offline. So it technically does download it, but again, you can't really do anything with the tracks to put them on a mobile device. This is only useful for those of you with dodgy connections. I do have this sometimes myself, where my connection is so slow. So it's useful to have these offline tracks for whenever I want to listen to them, very similar to if I had something like iTunes, because obviously they're all on my computer anyway. So that's Spotify anyway, just demonstrating Premium also. You'll find that it's actually invite only. If you go to the Spotify homepage, go to Get Started. Spotify Free is currently in invitation only beta. Now, a big thank you to Kieran from the Dunks Web chat for telling me about this, but they've actually not taken down their Create Your Spotify Account page. This was available before they actually started with the invite only, so you can actually create your Spotify account right now if you want to. I'll provide the link to this in the description. Again, I probably shouldn't talk about this, but it's there and you can create your Spotify account now. I think you have to live in Europe to be able to access this. If you live outside it, I'm sure you can find your ways around this to get onto this. I believe if you get Spotify Premium anyway, you can access it abroad. So very useful stuff. You can create it. Now this is up just at the time of this video. You may find that this page is down. If it is down, then please let me know via a YouTube PM and I'll make an annotation and also remove the link in the comment to tell you guys that this Create Spotify account isn't available anymore. So that's about it really. Thanks for watching my video. Please comment, rate, tell me what you think of Spotify if you are already using it. I reckon quite a lot of you are. And thanks again.